Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, a very warm welcome, and if you're returning, thank you so much for watching my videos. I do appreciate it. That was a super fun intro. I hope you guys are doing well and you had a fabulous week. It is Friday. I haven't seen you guys in like, I think it was 2 videos ago. I know I've been a bit quiet. But all still good, we still good. I'm actually recording this like in my dining room and there's a window behind me and I don't know if I'll be able to like edit it out. So you've got the sun shining at the back of me. But it is actually quite nice because I have the windows open as well and the sun comes in. And it's one of those where, especially after lunch, because this is the time I'm recording this, after lunch the sun comes through and you kind of, I don't know if you guys have ever felt that, but if your tummy is full and you like bask in the sun, it's like, oh heaven. So it's all good. But guys, we are back with another episode of our cartoon home series. If you're unfamiliar with this series, we are building cartoon homes of the famous networks Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. Well, we first started off with Cartoon Network and then gradually we started entering the Nickelodeon. And I know this one is not 100% Nickelodeon, but it does show on Nickelodeon. So I thought, you know, instead of opening a new playlist with another broadcaster, maybe we should just try and stick with Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. But if you guys don't know, we are doing Paw Patrol. And the reason, there is actually quite a strange reason for this. A very good reason. So I'm home with my son and he loves Paw Patrol. And I got the privilege to watch Paw Patrol episode after episode after episode after episode. And that got me thinking, maybe I should build a tower. Because by this time, I think I qualify as an adult Paw Patrol expert. You know, I actually, as I was editing this video, I thought maybe I should, you know, get my son to actually narrate and tell you guys about Paw Patrol. Because he is quite clued up when it comes to everything. And I know what you guys are going to say. But this is not a vintage cartoon. Well, no, it isn't vintage. Because it is still playing up until today. And it was released not so long ago. It was actually released in August 2013. And it is a Canadian series created by Keith Chapman, as you guys can see on the screen right now. And it was broadcasted on TV Ontario in Canada as part of the TVO Kids programming block. And TVO ran its first episode in August 2013, but it only premiered in the US August the 12th, 2013 on Nickelodeon. So I mean, it does show on Nickelodeon, but it's like a mixture between the two. It has a total of 9 seasons. And because it still shows up until today, like I said, it's not really a vintage cartoon, but like I also said, I have been watching it for a little while, and say it like you will, I had to detox myself from Paw Patrol. So I built the tower, like just get it out my system. So yes, it is a modern cartoon, but extremely popular. It's almost like my previous episode, SpongeBob. If you guys haven't seen that one, it is part of the playlist. You guys can just check it out. I'll leave the link here on top. But it was a massive hit. And the newer generation of kids actually really love it. Mwah! And her little troop is an example of how much kids do love this show. Toys, books, characters, clothes, TV, films, it's all over. And of course the intro, the whole song, it's one of those songs, once you watch it and you've watched a few episodes, it is really one of those songs like SpongeBob that just gets stuck in your head. It's a really fun intro. It's just cool. How old are you, Danielle? So besides the original characters, there were a ton of other characters that kind of came along as the series developed. This is the part where I actually should get my son to kind of explain who's who. But you've got Ryder, Marshall, Rubble, Guy, and Zuma. I don't know if I said Rocky. And this is the reason why my son should actually tell you guys all about this series. So I'm going to tell you guys how I experienced the series because I was forced to watch it. So I'm going to make you listen to my version of how it goes. So Ryder is a boy, and then you've got the pups, and they live like in a town, and whenever there's like some sort of emergency, they call Ryder and the pups. I mean, it's cartoon, any emergency, like anything. And Ryder and the pups will get into their car and just speed off and go and save the day. And the tower represents their little, I would say their little office or gathering area. Now at the bottom of the tower, there's like a circle thing that when the pups go up the elevator in the middle of the tower, they go up and they go into that big red top thing, and that is where they gather to kind of discuss what the problem is. And once it's discussed, they kind of slide down the slide, and that circle thing at the bottom of the tower turns so each pup can fall as they come down into their slide. Wow, I made that so confusing. amazing. I suck at explaining stuff. If I see it, I can't translate it without going super chaotic. So hopefully you guys understand what I'm trying to say. My son actually started watching Mighty Pups. I've only heard it in the background. I've never actually sat down and watched it with him. Not like I don't want to. No, I actually don't. I don't want to. Like, this build was like a detox. Like, get it out of your system, build it, and just get it over with. But as I was editing this video, he heard the song in the background and he came running towards me. And I showed him the build and he was like super impressed. And he's like, can't mom build the Mighty Pups tower? And of course, here I go Googling Mighty Pups tower. Yeah, no. So we just did the plain tower. But I made it very clear to him, it is just like a test, just to get it out of my system. But besides the fact that it wasn't planned, I actually really enjoyed this build. It was really tricky. And if you know me and have seen some of my videos, if I try to replicate or kind of make the same build as what it is in a cartoon or actual real life, I'm like really precise, like really precise. Like if it doesn't look the same, I just don't build it. Like if there's not a red roof, I probably would not have built this whole tower. And that's probably not a good thing. I like to have it precisely as what you would see in the cartoon. The only thing with this tower is in the cartoon, I'll show you guys an example on the screen. You can see the tower, it curves. You guys are going to say, but we have curved walls. I meant the actual walls are bent. And of course you can't do that in The Sims. And I wanted the build to actually be functionable. That's the only thing that bothers me, is the fact that the build doesn't curve in The Sims. Other than that, I think it looks semi-okay. I think it does replicate what you see in the series. The thing is, I actually wanted to make the whole build as it is on the actual series. So as they kind of drive out, everyone gets into their little cars. Ryder comes down. Instead of coming out of the tower, he comes there. The tower's like on a hill, and Ryder comes out of a tunnel at the bottom of the hill, if it makes sense. I tried to build that, and I'll pop a photo for you guys on the screen to see that I did try it, but it didn't work out that way. Anyways, but like I said, I hope you guys are doing good and you had a fantastic week, and whatever you do over the weekend, I hope you enjoy it. I don't think we have anything planned for the weekend, touch wood. So hopefully if everything works out, we'll stay right here at home. Gnarly. Yeah, Danielle. Anywho, like I said, I hope you guys had a good week and you're going to have a fantastic weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Like I said, if you haven't watched any of the other episodes, check them out on top. Bye guys.